Hey, music class. Okay, so for this week, we are going to be learning, we're going to go a little bit farther than what we've learned about how to read music. So far, up until now, you've learned how to read rhythms. So now you're going to learn how to read notes. Okay, so there's two different parts of reading music. You got to learn how to read rhythm, and then you need to learn what notes or what pitches to play when you're playing an instrument or using your voice. Okay. So I'm going to show you, this is what's called the grand staff. And when you're reading music, you'll either read, depending on your instrument, you'll either read notes on the treble clef or the bass clef. We're going to forget about the bass clef this year. That's for my second level music class. But this year, we're just going to learn about the treble clef. So the treble clef sits on what's called a staff. And a staff has 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And depending what line or what space your note is in will depend what note or pitch you play. So the difference between the treble clef and the bass clef is that all the notes on the treble clef staff are higher pitched. So you remember that pitched means how high or how low a note is. So everything on the treble clef is going to be higher pitched than the notes on the bass clef. Okay, so you'll see here, and we're not going to get into learning the notes yet, but I just want to give you a quick overall about the treble clef. So you'll see that here, it shows that there's an E and it's running through the line. Here you see an F and it's in between the lines, it's in the space. Next one up, G, is sitting on a line. That means that the line is going through it. Next one is A, that's in between the lines, so that's a space note. The B is a line note, C is a space note, D is a line note, E is a space note, and F is a line note. Okay, and also with the notes on the staff, they're going to go from lower pitched up to higher pitched. So those are just some things that you'll learn, just need to know for in the future when we start learning the actual notes. But for this week, you're just learning about the treble clef and that the notes on the treble clef are the higher pitched notes, and you're going to practice drawing the treble clef. So let me share my screen real quick and show you what you'll be doing inside your lesson. Oh, I forgot to put my emoji. I'm sorry, I'll put an emoji in there. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is click on the TV over here to learn about the treble clef. There's a cute little song, and it'll teach you just a couple things about the treble clef. Next thing you're going to do is to practice drawing the treble clef. So you're going to click on worksheet number 1 down here, print this out, and then you're going to trace starting with, let's see, starting up here, you're gonna start and go down, do this little, just like that. You're gonna pick up your pencil, come back up here, and follow it around. So they call this also, besides the treble clef, they call it the G clef. And the reason they call it that is because this swirls around the G line. This line, the second line up, is called the G line. So once again, you'll start here, go down, do that little loopy down there, come back up here, and swirl all, whoa, I zoomed. Swirl all the way around. That was really hard to do on the laptop with my fingers. But you guys can have fun practicing that. And then if you want, on a separate piece of paper, you can draw a staff. So what you do is you draw these 5 lines and space them evenly. And then you can practice drawing the treble clef on the staff. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is your patriotic song. You'll click right here on the radio and sing along with your grand old flag. And then the last thing you're going to do is what we did in our Zoom class today, and that's the 16th note reading rhythms. So you'll click on these books down here and play along with this. If you want to practice with little drumsticks, we can get our markers out and practice along playing with the rhythms, just remember that if you're playing 16th notes, you're not going to be, they go so fast that you won't be able to do this. So you're going to need to alternate drumsticks. So ticka ticka, ticka ticka, okay? So let's say I'm going to do ta, ti, ti, ticka ticka ta. So I would do ta, ti, ti, ticka ticka ta. Okay, so you're going to alternate back and forth. All right, and then let's see. And then last but not least, once you're done with all of your work, you can click down here on Bob and watch a fun video for this week. All right, so we don't have Zoom class this upcoming week because it is conference week, but I'll see you the following week. Bye, guys.